Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki has again stood by reforms made by his ruling nationalist party and warned EU officials that too much criticism could backfire. Mr. Morawiecki is meeting European Commission head Jean-Claude Juncker, the latest high-level contact between Warsaw and Brussels in recent months aimed at resolving a dispute over concerns about democracy. In Poland, the overhaul has been criticized by civil society campaigners, international democracy watchdogs, the EU and opposition parties in Poland for making the courts submit to more government control. REUTERSPrime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki is greeted by European Commission head Jean-Claude Juncker. This can lead to the growth of populist political forces seeking to dismantle or weaken the European Union Polish white paper, but Warsaw's white paper on the reforms insists the measures were needed to improve efficiency and weed out veteran judges entangled in dishonorable service in Poland's communist government, which fell in 1989. The document warns some of the EU's more liberal member states not to push Warsaw too hard on the issue and speaks darkly of strengthening anti-European sentiment that has been more apparent for the last years. The report says this can lead to the growth of populist political forces seeking to dismantle or weaken the European Union. Getty Mateusz Morawiecki and Jean-Claude Juncker, an EU spokeswoman, said the bloc had received the white paper and dialogue would continue. Brussels last year launched a scheme to punish Warsaw and force it to change tack on its media and court reforms imposed since the Law and Justice party took power in 2015. Hungary, a Eurosceptic Polish ally, has vowed to block what could be the top sanction under the so-called Article 7 procedure, stripping Warsaw of its vote on EU affairs. But even the fact the threat is on the table and being debated by the other 27 EU states is an embarrassment for Warsaw, which views itself as a leader of ex-communist EU countries. Of Poland's judicial reform has caused a massive rift with EU bosses. The Polish document says triggering Article 7 was not justified, and for now, Mr. Morawiecki has won time by reopening dialogue with the EU on the matter. Poland is also at odds with the bloc EU over migration and environment at a time Brussels faces tough negotiations over its next long-term budget, and some net payers want to cut generous handouts to countries not respecting the bloc's fundamental values. Poland is currently the main beneficiary of EU money and risks losing billions of euros in the dispute over the rule of law. The EU's management of Eurosceptic and populist governments, including in member states like Poland and Hungary, has emerged as a key challenge for the bloc after Brexit.